Welcome to The Breakdown, recorded August 14th, 2020. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world right now and give you my opinion. If you want to learn more about these stories, I'll put a link to each one in the show notes down below. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. And if you like stories like this and you want them more often, check out my Twitter account. I'll put a link to my Twitter feed down in the show notes. There you'll find me posting every day great stories that I find out there that I don't think most people have seen. So, quick update on the channel real quickly. Going forward, Tuesdays and Thursdays will be videos for the breakdown. I know it's Friday going forward. Tuesday and Thursdays will be breakdown videos. I may sneak in an additional video here and there of some of my other topics and other types of videos. Let me know what you think of those. I'd love to hear from you. I got some big ideas on some maybe deeper in-depth things, maybe some longer form content, but the breakdown will be Tuesdays and Thursdays for the foreseeable future because that works with my schedule. All right, let's get into it because lots happening in the world. Starting off with, if you bought meat from Walmart, you may be eligible for part of a $9.5 million refund. Walmart has agreed to issue the refund as part of a settlement on claims that they've been overcharging customers for their meat. Now, apparently what's been happening is if you buy some of that clearance meat, the meat's, got to be sold today, so they put it in clearance to get rid of it, that they've been overcharging. Now, according to the attorneys that led this complaint, it was about $1.67 per purchase of that meat you were overcharged. That the price you saw on the sticker was not the price you paid when you checked out. So if you bought meat since February 15th, 2015, you could be eligible for a refund if you claim it. Link in the show notes down below on how to claim it. Again, if you don't claim it, you're not going to get it, and you're not going to get 1.5 million. That 9.5 million will be shared across whoever tries to claim the award there. So it'll be interesting. Keep an eye on these awards. I often have found actually got some pretty good returns on them, but keep a close eye out there. Always check your receipts. You never know. Am I actually being billed while I'm getting paid? Or I should say, am I actually paying what the price sticker is? But that happens more often than you think it does. And often it's an accident. A couple things happen. There was a sale price on them. The sale price ended. The store employees forgot to change the pricing on the floor. But the cash registers are updated from corporate. That's the number one reason I find this happens. Other times it's just a glitch. It happens. And when I've seen it, I've gone back to customer service and 9 times out of 10 without any problems, it's been fixed. But check that quick receipt before you leave the store to see if that happens. All right, let's keep moving on real quick. If you want a great Airbnb experience, the last remaining Blockbuster store in Oregon is offering a overnight experience. They've set up a living room with a pull-out couch inside their store where you can rent the store, spend the night in a Blockbuster with full access to all of the movies there, and have a movie marathon with whatever is in the store all night long. It's available on Airbnb, and they're calling it the Monster 90s Movie Marathon. So check that out. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. It's funny, Blockbusters have gone from a very hated company. When Blockbusters was going under, people were dancing on their graves because they didn't like the things the company was doing. Now it's kind of become a nostalgic thing where it's a reminder of a better time almost. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but Blockbuster has really gone from a hated company to almost a nostalgic memory of what some people see as a better time. So let me know, has your opinion of Blockbuster changed in the years since they closed? Do you miss them? I can't say I really do, though I will say, just out of nostalgia, it would be kind of cool to walk through one. But I don't think I miss it, to be honest with you. Let me know what you think. All right, let's move on to Twitter. Now, one of the things I always noticed about Twitter when I ran bigger sites was the idea that the discussion on Twitter was often very different than the discussion on Facebook and other places or comments, other sites I watched for discussions on those topics. Well, according to a new study from the University of Illinois, it turns out that most users are kind of in a bubble, and it makes sense that they're only talking to people with like-minded thoughts. And what has happened is you've curated your list of people you follow, of news organizations you like, and that means that you're only getting news and comments and discussions from people you agree with. It's very easy to block out people you don't agree with on Twitter, and what that has done is made you think that everybody agrees with you, basically. That, hey, yeah, everybody thinks like I do because look, I'm on Twitter. Everyone is saying the same thing on Twitter, so it must mean that everybody really agrees with me. People with a different point of view, they must clearly be in the minority. When in reality, you could be in the minority, but you just filtered out all the negative comments that you perceive as what you don't want to hear, and you're just listening to people you are interested in. I can tell you, I have seen this kind of behavior when I run a large site, and it's kind of scary. It is very possible to, in today's day and age, only pick news sources you agree with, only want to hear from people you agree with. And that allows you to create a bubble, and that allows you to isolate yourself from opposing opinions. According to this report, that can be rather dangerous. It can really limit what you think is true when it may not be. I don't know. Do you agree with that? Do you think it's so dangerous that you're isolating yourself from opposing opinions, let's say? Let me know, but it's a very interesting read. If you read one story from today's video, highly recommend that you read this story from today's video because it was so interesting. And it really, even for myself, made me think, am I doing that? Am I isolating myself out there and not listening to opposing opinions, let's say? And it's something I would challenge you to think about, especially in the day and age we are right now, with so many news options of pretty much every political opinion. All right, let's move along. Now, this is a story I've talked about a lot, but it's getting more and more attention and it's getting bigger. This comes from the Wall Street Journal, and the title of it is, "When Workers Can Live Anywhere, Many Ask, Why Do I Live Here?" As online working becomes more and more popular, as it becomes easier with the technology we have actually making online work practical for a majority of Americans out there, we're seeing a majority of them say, hey, why am I living in very expensive areas? For example, I know some YouTubers who lived in very expensive parts of the country, like California, who seriously looked into it, and some have moved to the Midwest, for example. Cheaper homes, cheaper taxes, and more. Texas has been a big winner in this, Florida too, as content creators have moved there because of the no income tax in the state and the cheaper cost of living. Now, some people aren't able to do that. You can't always move away if your work is actually physically in a particular spot. But in today's day and age, a lot of work, what I do here, what I did in my previous job, was actually able to be done no matter where I am. So let me know, are you working from home more now? Has that made you rethink of it? Now, my wife and I, when we got in a position where we didn't need to be down where we were in Texas, even though we love Texas, we actually loved living in Texas. But we sat down and said, hey, our families are all up in Michigan. Maybe it's time we get back closer to Grandpa and Grandma so our kids can have Grandpa and Grandma in their life all the time. So let me know if you're like me, you've been looking at that, or no, I don't know. Let me know. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. All right. Dunkin' Donuts is trying to speed along the end of 2020, and to do it, they're releasing their Fall Classic Pumpkin Spice products August 19th. Now, this is the earliest that Dunkin' Donuts has ever brought their pumpkin spice products out in the United States, and it's jokingly being called an effort to speed along the end of 2020 because there'll be almost a full month of summer left, but pumpkin spice will already be on the shelves. I was in a Sam's Club recently, and I did see pumpkin spice coffee already being sold in Sam's Club. So let me know, are you ready for fall? I was joking with some friends yesterday online. I was asking, who's ready for Christmas? And everybody was like, I'm not ready for Christmas yet. But are you ready for fall? Are you ready for the hot temps to go away? Are you ready for pumpkin spice everything? I don't know. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. All right. From Nigeria, a 11-year-old boy posted a video of him dancing ballet that went viral. Now the New York City's American Ballet Theater has offered him a full scholarship to come to New York City and study ballet. Now I'm not sure if they're actually going to be open this fall, but when they are open, it looks like he's got a great opportunity. It's one of those things, hard work. Clearly somebody had been working hard to learn those dance moves, posted a video, and sometimes it pays off. You never know where you're going to be discovered. We always hear those stories. Some talent scout was in a coffee shop, heard a singer, hired them, and now they're a big multi-million-dollar music star or movie star. So never give up on your dreams. Work hard. Put yourself out there. I've seen it work. And lastly, now here in Michigan, I find it interesting. Bikes are very hard to come by as everybody buys up bikes. But when I was in Texas a few weeks ago, bikes were everywhere. It seems like it may be a regional thing. Too hot down in Texas, so people aren't buying bikes. Where in Michigan they are. But outdoor items, games, and more have been selling very quickly, as a lot of the indoor activities are closed right now. Now, it's been reported that sales of flip-flops, swimwear, and more have surged as people look to get to the pool, look to get to the beach, and more after they get sick of being locked inside the home. Now, I haven't noticed a problem getting any of that, but I will say I did hear a report that pool installations have skyrocketed, and the waiting list in some areas is now into 2021 if you want to get a pool installed, and it could even be the end of 2021 summer time before it gets installed right now. So it's very interesting. People are really, I think, saying, hey, I can't necessarily count on my ability to go to the movie theater anymore, to go out to a restaurant, to go to some type of fun entertainment place. I need to make arrangements so that there are things for my kids and myself to do inside my home or outdoors, no matter what happens. And I think that's why we're seeing bike sales go up, pool sales go up, swimwear, flip-flops, and more go up. So let me know, have you started to do more outside activities? Have you spent more money on that? Leave me a comment, let me know. Now, real quick, don't forget, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us. Also, follow me on Twitter, please. Try to crack the 1,000 mark on that. Would really appreciate your support. Link in the show notes down there for more stories like this and more random opinions. I even have a cool idea. I think I'll be doing little 1-minute reviews of Twitter of different products I have and different things. So check that out on Twitter. I'd love to hear from you. All right, everybody, have a fantastic weekend. I know this is a weird day for this video. We'll be back to normal next week, Tuesdays and Thursdays for the breakdown, and I may add in a few videos here and there. Love to hear if there's any type of videos you would like to hear more of. And would you maybe enjoy a podcast, a little more in-depth one? Maybe get a co-host on it? Leave me a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you.